My eyes crossed to a table. Paralyzed by pairwise dice, then attend to this heaven slice of an angel wrapped in skin. Roll dice and woes of life. Love deprived, look at her vibe. What's the meaning of life? One subjective paradise. Crystal chandeliers, focus reflected. Often veers a pit, quick, grinning from ear to ear. Craving and raining in rain, rekindle the flame. Closer she draws near. Stay there, remove your underwear, shove it somewhere over there. In paradise, we know our purpose. In paradise, we know what our worth is. In paradise, we manifest dreams. In paradise, truth is what you can see.
Boom. Yes, it is. Hello, everybody, and welcome to this edition of the Unpopular Hour. I'm your host, Matt Clark, and, we got a pretty good day today. Glad I finally started feeling better. I was feeling like, I can't say what I really want to call it, but I wasn't feeling that great. As the day goes on, I'm feeling a little bit better. So, that being said, I want to start off, by the way, wishing Ned's Starlite Lounge, the 5th anniversary. It's their 5th anniversary week. Now, their new hours, this week, they're opening at 2, closing at 12, Wednesday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then, of course, 2 on Thursdays and Fridays. So, and then, of course, for their brunch, if you haven't had their brunch on Saturdays and Sundays, it is absolutely amazing. But we're not there this week because they open at 2, and I have to be there a little early to get everything set up. So we want to go ahead and thank or wish congratulations to Ned and Lindsay, and also Big Ned for being open 5 years. It is, if you haven't been there, it's just absolutely amazing. Today, of course, is Wings and Rings Wednesday, where you can get $1.50 wings there all day long, and make sure you get the dry rub because it's fantastic. And, of course, Thursdays, they have fried chicken, liver, and gizzards. But anyway, one of my favorite places to eat and go to, and it's just fantastic. And if you haven't been there, you need to do it. Especially Wednesdays, they have karaoke, and my guy Steve. In fact, I should have tagged him in this. Steve Williams is the DJ for the karaoke night there on Wednesdays, and it is packed. And if you haven't gone by there, it's really great. And but anyway, congratulations to Lindsay. Neddy, and then Big Ned for 5 years. Congratulations to you guys. Wish I would have been there today, but like I said, when you guys get back open to the normal hours, I will be in the house. So anyway, like I said, congratulations to them for their 5th year. Proud of these guys and proud of what they are doing there at Ned's. Fantastic place. And then today, we're going to have, of course, our guys coming on. We're going to have High Stick Harry will be on. Nathan, by the way, he's on already. Nathan Taylor of YNB, he's going to be on. And then our guy Drew Hinthorn, Herbie Husker himself. We're not sure if I don't know if he's going to be on later or not. He's not feeling that great. He had to go to the doctor. So hopefully we do have his picks, though. He sent those to me. And then also gave me if the Major League Baseball playoffs started today, what they would look like. So, anyway, what's going on with yourself today, Nathan?
Oh, not a lot, man. Joe's up here got me moving furniture.
Oh, okay, that's good. Oh, you got the carpet in, I take it.
Yeah, we're getting there.
Oh, still not done?
Doing the commander's area next.
Oh, okay. So they've already did the commander's offices is already done here at Carolyn's and Sable's and.
No, we're that's what they're doing next.
Oh, okay.
They're that way next.
Okay. Yeah, he said that thought
they're gonna.
Go ahead.
That whole area where Tammy's at, they're going to take all that up. They're going to take the tile up. They're going to put wood floor there.
Oh, nice.
They're going to put some real nice, real nice carpet in the 4 offices.
Well, is that stuff? I think that stuff was still the same stuff when I worked back in the day. No, I know it's not.
It's probably the same stuff as when this edition was put on.
Yeah, I know. I won't say that. I'll say no. We're not gonna do that. But anyway, hey, to move on, the question of the day is, and I was hoping High Stick Harry would be on today too, or when he gets back on, we'll ask him about it. But the question of the day is, which 0-2 team has the best chance to make the playoffs? Okay,
Say
you have the
Bengals without even thinking
Bengals,
about it, man.
huh? Say what?
Say the Bengals without even thinking about it.
Well, you have the Bengals and you have the
I would think
Chargers. But I don't know if my guy. In fact, I got to figure out a quarterback because I'm sure I don't know if Joe's playing this weekend or not. So, Bengals, Chargers. I think the Bengals, of course, still have a chance because they were 0-2 last year. But if they go 0-3, the opportunity for them is going to be bad because they still have to play the Steelers. They still have to play the Browns again, and they have yet to. They haven't played the Ravens, right? Or did they just lose to the Ravens? They haven't played the Ravens, right?
they hadn't played the Ravens yet, I don't think.
They lost to the Browns, and that's it, right? Because the Browns are 1-1. The Browns,
Yeah.
yeah, the Browns beat them and then lost to the Steelers. So the Browns are 1-1 in conference. The Steelers are 1-0. They're 0-1. So the road for them, if they lose again this weekend, they're going to be, I think, in a lot of trouble. So, like I said, I thought when Joe got hurt, I thought they should let him miss the first 2 games, give him that extra 2 weeks of rest. But I think he thinks he's Patrick Mahomes and he can come back and play. And a what most people don't understand is an ankle injury to your ankle versus a pulled muscle or strained muscle are 2 completely different things. The pulled muscle is a lot harder to come back from. It's a lot harder to play with. And Mahomes, it took him when the quarterback series came out, it took him 2 months before he was finally, when they were talking to him, deal. It took him 2 months or 3 months before he was, 100% after he injured it, after the season was over with. So, what about the Broncos and Patriots?
Broncos definitely not. Patriots, just because the Broncos are in the NFC, is gonna be tough, man. I mean,
That's the AFC.
NFC is
They're the
rock
AFC.
solid.
This is the AFC.
I think,
You mean the AFC?
yeah, I'm going to AFC. I'm sorry, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know, man. I don't think so. I
Yeah.
think the Patriots maybe, but it'll be tough.
Yeah, I don't
But
think
yeah,
the
the Broncos
Patriots.
are in the Chiefs division, so
Well, the Broncos
their
have
division
yet
is
to
a
play the
little
Chiefs. They got to
tough.
play the Chiefs twice, and they're already 0-2. They got to play the Chiefs twice. They've got to play the Chargers twice, and they've got to play the Raiders again. So, the chance for them are really, really slim. They'd have to go on a run. The Patriots, I don't think they have a prayer. The Chargers still kind of maybe on the outside. Vikings and the Bears, no.
No, what about the Titans? Yeah, the Titans are 1-1. I'm sorry.
Yes.
What about
I,
the
I
Colts?
have the ones that are up here who are 0-2. It's the Bengals, Chargers,
The
Broncos,
Panthers are 0-2,
Patriots,
right?
Vikings, Bears, Cardinals, Panthers, and Texans. There's 9 teams that are 0-2.
Yeah. Panthers, maybe an outside shot, you think, or no?
No, I don't think. I just don't think the only 2 teams I think that even have a chance are the Bengals and Chargers, and the Broncos possibly on the outside. But to me, the Patriots, you still got to play the Bills twice. You got to play the Dolphins again.
Dolphins.
You got to play the
Right.
Dolphins again, and you got
Yeah,
to play the Jets twice, which they're playing the Jets this weekend. So I just don't see it. I just don't see it. That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
without Aaron Rodgers, that's going to be a lot. The Jets are going to be a lot easier.
Yeah, and I just think the Bengals, them not resting Joe. Him trying, he just got that new contract, and so I get it. Last thing you want to do is sign a huge contract and go, well, I can't play because I'm hurt. So, I get his.
But don't beat Baker Mayfield either. You know what I mean? Like, don't try to play yourself and hurt yourself worse.
Well,
You know what I mean?
they should beat them maybe, but Baker. To Baker's credit, Baker's playing really good,
No, I'm
and I
saying
said
like
that.
don't do a Baker Mayfield like. A couple
Oh,
years
okay,
ago.
yes.
When he was hurt, we should have probably just shut it down.
Yeah, no, I said that
Don't try to
back
do
when
that.
Baker was doing it. I said Baker needs to sit. But see, Baker, the contract they were offering him, he did not want. I think they were offering him like $38 million or $37 million or whatever it was, and he wanted more money than that. Okay, that was the big issue. Well, I'm just saying he wanted to be paid top of the market money, and they were like, yeah, no. And so he thought, well, I'm going to go ahead and play and show you that I'm going to play hurt, and I'm going to still outdo what I did last year or 2 years before, and I'm going to make it. And it had the opposite effect. And so the guy lost 70 million, probably 80 million by
Millions.
playing.
Millions.
70, 80 million dollars by
Kind of like
playing.
Dennis Schroeder a couple of years ago.
Yeah, with the Lakers, same
offered
thing.
him, what,
Yeah.
4 years, 85 or something like that.
Yeah, they offered him. It was it was 4 years, 85 million. He turned it down. Thought he was worth more, and he ends up making now. I want to say he's made
He's making
25
Is he
million,
making league
30
minimum?
million, 30 something million is all he's made total. 20, not even
Yeah,
that, 20 something
as good as
million
that guy
maybe,
is.
20 something million. Because the first year he got like 11 or 12. So he's
as good as he is. His highest paid year is only $15 million.
Yeah. That was for
Isn't
the
that
Thunder and the Falcons. I mean the Hawks. Yeah.
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 Yep.
And then when he got traded to the Lakers, because he played really well for them, and I thought what they were offering was great.
He did,
But
yeah.
once again, the Chris Jones effect. You think you're worth more than what you are, and it's just like Chris Jones now with the Chiefs. Now you sign this 1-year deal, the Chiefs still can. They still have the franchise rights to you next year. You give Patrick Mahomes all this money after you deal, and then what people don't understand is they didn't give Patrick Mahomes any money. They just put his money from the back up. That's all they did.
Yeah, they just restructured.
Yeah, they didn't even restructure. Well, they did, yeah.
Yeah.
They took his money from the last 4 years and moved it up to now and paid him. That's all they did. And they'll do the rest of it again because in 2026 that he'll still have what? That'd only be his 4th year. So he'd have 8 of the 10 years. He'd have 9. I think it'd be
5 years. 5 years left.
Yeah, he said because he's played 1, so they gave him 4. So that'll be let me see. This was last year was his first year of his contract. So 2022. So that's 2022. So what is that? He'd have 2 years. 2026, they're going to redo it again.
Wasn't it? It's a 10-year deal, right?
10-year deal, right? So he'd have 9 years last year. So he has 8 more years. 9 more years counting this year.
Yeah, I mean it's not going to matter though. That guy.
Right, but what I'm saying is they're going to give him because those last 4 years they've just made dead money. That's all that is. That's dead money. So they're going to restructure him and do it again at the end of the 5 years or 4 years of his last year. That's going to be dead money when he's not playing. They're just kicking the can down the road. That's all they're doing. Because he'll play for another. Because what is he now? 20. He just turned 28 Sunday. So he's going to play what?
So he's got 9 more years.
No, he'll play another.
37. He could play.
Well, he'll play till 40. Because he stays in shape. He keeps himself in shape. Yeah, so I would say he's going to play for another 12 years at least. At least that long. So.
How long has he been in the league? 5 years? 5 years?
This is 6th year, yes. 7th year. This is 7th year. Well, remember his first year he didn't play.
He's won what?
Remember his first year he didn't play.
Yeah, he's won in 6 years. In 6 years, he's won 2 MVPs. He's gone to 3 Super Bowls or 4?
He's won 2 out of. He's gone to 3 Super Bowls. Yes. He's gone to 5 since starting.
2 league MVPs.
Well, remember, okay, he's been in the league 6 years, but he's only started 5. So this is his 6th year starting.
Played behind Alex Smith, right?
Yeah. So you got to think in 5 years, he's gone to 3 Super Bowls, 1, 2 MVPs, and probably should have went to 3, and they would have beat the Rams. If not, the Bengals couldn't have beat the Rams, the Chiefs would have beat the Rams.
Well, should have beat the Patriots too. I mean,
yeah, that first year, that was offsides. Brady threw a pick to end the game, and what people forget is that Brady threw a pick. They called offsides. They got the ball back. They scored, and Patrick Mahomes went 60 yards in 40 seconds for them to kick a field goal to go into overtime. He did not get the ball back. He did not get the ball because remember they lost the toss. Brady scores. The Chiefs, after that game, Nathan, put in a deal that says, hey, we need to change it to where both teams get the ball. Every team said no. Okay? Including the Bills. Including the Bills, okay? Then after Mahomes beats Josh Allen, all the teams decided, oh, well then both teams need to get the ball. And the Chiefs said, okay, we said this 3 years ago. But y'all didn't want to give it to us because it was Mahomes. Now it's Josh Allen. Oh, all of a sudden y'all interested in it. I thought that was funny.
He had the greatest 6-year stretch of
anybody ever.
Of any first 6 years, of anybody ever.
Yeah, what it is that, and see, what they do is they say, that Justin Herbert has the best start ever in the first whatever. Well, that says yes, but not starting. They don't say starting. They say first 6 years because first few years, 4 years, whatever it is. Because if you add Mahomes and say all the first years he started, then Justin Herbert doesn't touch him. You see what I'm saying? But because Mahomes didn't play his first year, that's what they do to hype Justin Herbert, who's phenomenal, by the way.
His first starting year, didn't they go to the AFC Championship game? His first year starters? Did they go to the
Yes, that was the Brady thing.
Yeah, that guy's so good, man.
Yeah, well, his first start ever, he beat the Denver Broncos on the road, and the Broncos had their starters in there because the Broncos were trying to win. The Chiefs were already in the playoffs. They were sitting Alex Smith, so they thought it was a perfect opportunity to play Mahomes. And all the Denver Bronco players were like, this dude right here is, what the hell? How's Alex Smith starting in front of him?
Yeah, where'd he come from?
Yeah, so. But anyway,
Line change. What's up, boys?
Hey, what's up, B? Did you, we're going to go back to our question of the day, Ben, because Nathan and I have already, did you hear it?
No, haven't looked at it yet. I just got done doing some yard work.
Oh, okay. Well, the question of the day is, which 0-2 teams have the best chance to make the playoffs? The Bengals, Chargers.
Okay.
Well, I mean, do you think? I'm going to keep giving them to you.
Is there a list longer than that?
Yes. There's 9.
Okay, there's 9 of them. I'd say I like the Chargers. Just so bad at time management. It's like so frustrating to watch them because they should be 2-0 right now. Like that should all be completely different. And they should have even made it to the Super Bowl. I think a couple of years ago. Like they had some great players and stuff, and like it was So I really just don't like the coaching there. The Bengals, I mean, they've proven that they can do it before. So I would say that's probably the one team that I would say could do it. But if Joe B's out,
that's what we were just talking about. We were just talking about that. If they go down 0-3, they're done because they still got to play the Steelers twice.
And they're both playoff games too, or not playoff games, division games.
Division games. They still got to play the Steelers twice.
That's huge on the schedule. Yeah, like if you're losing to the Texans and the Cardinals, that's a little different.
Yeah. But Broncos, Patriots.
Broncos, no, I still don't trust Russ. So, I've never been a fan.
Yep.
And then,
Patriots.
they're close in every game. The Patriots, they could maybe make it, but I think that Dolphins team is way too strong, and I think they're going to end up going 1-1 with the Jets.
Yeah, and they haven't played the Bills.
Yep.
Vikings.
So I think there's a lot going on with that. The Vikings, I don't trust Kirk Cousins. I don't think they can make it to the playoffs, but that division's really weak this year. I think if they can go 1-1 with every team in that division, then they got an easy chance to maybe just, buy their way in, going like 8-9 or something like that. I could see that happening.
Bears.
Nope. Worst team in football.
Yep. Cardinals.
Second worst team in football. Nope.
Panthers.
Third worst team in football. Nope.
You want to go for the Texans as the fourth worst team?
Yeah, I'm going to go with them as 4, yeah. There goes 32-28.
Speaking of that.
Oh, go ahead.
Speaking of that, did you guys see are you going to do NFL breaking news later? Do you have anything on breaking news?
Yeah, I have NFL news, yes. We're getting ready to do NFL news right now, as a matter of fact. That's why we were going into it when Ben popped up. I went ahead and did the question since Ben popped up. But in NFL news today, the missing former NFL player Sergio Brown allegedly posted videos on IG discussing the death of his mother. I don't know if y'all knew about that. And then he was saying it was fake news. It must be the FBI. Dude, that fake news shit don't work. Nobody believes no fake news.
Nope.
Ain't no fake news. You killed your mom.
Facts.
You just disappeared, and now you're making this is not politics. What I was trying to say yesterday about the kid from Colorado State, that political stuff that y'all do does not work in sports. Sports is the one thing more than that anything that galvanizes whether you're a Biden fan, Trump fan, whatever. You know what I'm saying? We don't care about what politics you are. We're both Raider fans, or we're both Bronco fans, or we're both Ravens fans.
Yeah, sports is your allegiance. That's like where the lines are not drawn anymore. Like,
it's off.
You can be with somebody that is a completely different walk of life.
Completely different. Yes.
Like the same, logo, like the same team.
Right.
And, it's crazy.
So sports is the one thing to me. The political stuff that you do on the political side does not work. That we're not going for none of that nonsense. Keep that over there. Okay, this is over here. So him throwing out must be the FBI. I was like, bro, really? Are you really doing that? So I'm out on that 100%.
Naive.
I'm out. I was out on that, dude. But whatever it is, you obviously have some sort of mental issues. If you kill your mother, I don't understand the whole. I mean, the mom is the one thing. She carried your ass for 9 months. If it wasn't for her, your ass would not be here. A.
Yeah.
B, she has to deal with her body changing. She has to deal with everything being moved around. She has to make sure you live. And most of all, she could lose her life by birthing you. And then you kill her. Yeah, I'm out on that. Eagles center Jason Kelsey says his brother's Chiefs tight end Travis Kelsey is 100% dating Taylor Swift.
Was he joking?
No, he was not.
Was he doing it just to start a fire? Because they're funny guys.
He said that he said I don't normally get into my brother Travis's dating life, which I don't blame him. Because he's married with 3 girls. He ain't trying, his life. You going from football to home to your girls to your wife. You ain't thinking about who your brother's dating.
Their podcast is awesome too.
Yeah,
it is. Listen if you haven't.
And but he was on somebody else's when he said this. And
I think he was on Pat's.
Yeah, and then so they asked him about it, and he said that he goes, well, I don't know what's going on, but 100%. So
I read that they met, or one of her shows. He made a move on her, and then they started talking. Not making a move this, but just saying, "Hey,
she misspelled it."
That's what I saw.
Yeah, he made a move, and she kind of kicked him to the curb on it, and then came back. So
and then, they probably DM'd each other.
Yeah, whatever it was.
That's cool. That's awesome. Good for him.
Yep. And then 53. Is that what you were going to talk about, Nathan?
No. I was gonna say, did you guys see that Kareem Hunt signed with the Browns today?
Mm-hmm.
Oh well, they needed to. Yeah, no, I hadn't seen that yet. But the Browns, why wouldn't he?
Yeah, I mean, he knows the offense. He knows the system. He knows all of that. He was just there 2 years ago. He was holding out all year trying to get some money.
He was there last year.
So and then he's done that. I think he's up to $4 million is what I saw on his contract.
Well,
it's a lot of incentive base.
The whole thing is this: he screwed up when he was with the Chiefs. The Chiefs win the Super Bowl. They beat the Ravens. They beat the Patriots. If Kareem Hunt was there, they were a completely different team after he left.
Kareem Hunt's
he's a beast.
Yeah, he's great.
Dude,
for the stable, you need him. He's not a number one. He's not a number one, but he's for the stable. My thing is this: he's a great blocker.
Yeah, he is. But my thing is this, dude: you can't kick a woman in a hotel hallway.
No, I know exactly.
And then you lie. Then you lie to your bosses. Dude, there's cameras everywhere now. What are you? You know what I'm saying? And he's lucky. Yeah,
there's 4 cameras in my hand right now.
Yeah, and the whole thing is who is the one team that's dysfunctional that gave him a chance? The Browns. Who's the one team that gave Deshaun Watson a chance? The Browns. Because what are they? Desperate. They're desperate.
One of the worst run organizations in the NFL.
They're desperate. Jimmy Haslam is just ridiculous. It's pathetic. I don't know if y'all heard, I don't know if you heard about that, but good for Kareem Hunt. I'm glad that because I'm glad the Browns took him because he and Chubb were a great 1-2 punch. There's no doubt. 53-year-old Dale Mooney died after Monday night's Patriots-Dolphins game after being punched in the head a couple of times.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, it was a fight, and he got punched a couple times. He was out. They came and got him and called an ambulance, took him to the hospital, and he was dead. And
This is at the game?
Yeah, this is at the game Monday night. Yes. And autopsy results didn't suggest traumatic injury was the cause. So they thought he had some underlying issues, but yet they're going to do the what do you call it? The
Autopsy.
no, they're going to do some more. They're running some tests because they did the autopsy, and the autopsy said it wasn't because he got hit in the head a couple times. So that means that whoever hit him is not going to go to jail for manslaughter.
That's scary, though.
But again, football. Some of those fans, they're crazy, dude. They get drunk up in the stands, and football is the one sport. Not as bad as hockey.
Was it in the stands? Was the fight?
Yeah, it was in the stands. Yeah, it's not as bad as as hockey, but not as bad as soccer. Soccer, they're the craziest people in the world. They are fanatical.
You've seen those videos, right?
Yeah, they're fanatical.
You've seen those videos, right, where they're shooting off flares in the stands.
Yep, they're the craziest.
That stuff is
and I would say football. So it's something about football. FOOTBALL and FUTBOL. Something about football and crazy fans. And hockey is not that bad, is it, Ben?
No, everybody gets along. I mean, there's your cities, like Philadelphia and different places like that, like where you don't wear the opposing team's colors. You just wear like a black shirt or something, because you just don't want it to even start, because it will happen.
Yeah.
But usually it's just a bunch of words. I mean, it's like kind of like a different thing. Like football, I don't really understand why all these fights are happening. I think after COVID, all this stuff like spiked. There used to not be as many fights in the parking lot and in the stands. At least that weren't recorded. Now, since COVID, there's fights all the time.
There's always been fights. Ben, there's always been fights. They just weren't recorded.
Well, yeah, you know what I mean. They weren't just they just weren't recorded.
Everybody don't have a camera.
Media. Now it's wild.
And can I say thank you, God, that when I was in college there were no cameras. Thank you, God, that when I was playing professional basketball there were no cameras. Thank you, God. That's all I can say. Steeler fans wanting offensive coordinator Matt Kiner fired, citing lack of scoring and Kenny Pickett's not growth. Plus, they finished 26th, 27th, 28th, and 26th, I think, as far as offensive proficiency since he's been the OC.
When did he take over at OC? Do you know? Because I don't know if he had
This is fifth
Le'Veon
year.
Bell and Antonio Brown.
This is fifth year.
Because if he had both of those guys,
no, this is fifth year.
So that was right after he got hired. Right after those guys left. Okay. So yeah, I mean that makes a little more sense to me, because they really haven't had a great offense.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
Deteriorating.
I'm saying 26th, 27th, 28th, and 26th or 7th.
No, he's a terrible
4 years.
coordinator. I'm not disagreeing with that.
There's only 32
one of the worst
teams.
in the league.
There's only 32 teams.
Yeah.
And
I think he's one of the worst in the league for sure.
Yeah, clearly. What is your thoughts, Nathan?
Yeah, I think he needs to be. I don't know. The Steelers, they surprised me on how bad they are this year.
Offensively.
The defense is pretty.
We're talking offensively.
The defense is pretty good.
That's what we're talking. We're talking offensively.
Offense, man, I watched a lot of that game the other night, and they can't run the ball. I mean, and Pickett, I think, can be good. He just, I don't know. Maybe it's not the right scheme for him or something. I just don't know.
Yeah.
They remind me a lot of Iowa Hawkeyes.
They do.
They're great defensively, and then they just can't score. Like they just cannot do it. Like their defense, they have to win for their defense to have 14 points. You know what I mean? Like stuff like that. That's just insane.
It really is bad, isn't it?
Yeah.
In NFL power rankings, dude, I don't want to change anything. Do either one of you guys want to change anything right now?
Next week, I will move the Eagles down and the Bucks up. But yeah.
See, I don't even have the Bucks in my top 10. I'm not putting them in there.
What if they beat the Eagles?
I feel so great about them. I misspelled their name. There are 2 C's in there, so that's how bad I feel. I misspelled their name.
What if they beat the Eagles?
They're not beating the Eagles.
Yeah, I'm take the Browns out, and I'll put the Bucks at 10, and slide everybody up 1.
Ben, I love it how you just go with whomever against me, don't you? It doesn't matter if it's Drew, you go against me. Nathan, you go against me.
No.
That's what he does.
Where are we going?
That's what Ben does.
I've been meaning to yell at you about.
What? Let me hear it.
Where are we going next?
4.
Dude, your boy Lincoln Riley, at it again. What an idiot!
I don't pay
Did you
attention
see the
to
story
that.
I'm talking about?
No, I don't pay attention to
Did
Lincoln
you see?
Riley.
He banned a reporter for 2 weeks, a beat reporter. He banned him from the press conferences for 2 weeks because he didn't like an article that he wrote.
Okay.
Dude, what?
Is there a question in there?
Oh, it's ridiculous.
Is it? Okay.
Dude, whatever.
I have no problem with that. I would do the same thing. What did Deion say? What listen. What did Deion say to the guy that was reported? No. When the guy wrote the story and tried to be all nice, what did Deion say? Yeah, I read this junk that you wrote. Next, and kicked him to the curb and hasn't asked him a question since. Same thing.
Yeah, he's like, I won't answer your questions anymore.
Yeah, I'm done. I'm not answering any questions because I read what you said.
But you tell me you can't even come on the.
Okay. My question is, what did he say? So why don't you find out what he said first? No. Find
the
out what
banning is a little
no,
strange.
No.
I like the professionalism on Deion. Just just not answering it.
Yeah, just not answering.
It's a little weird to me.
Yeah, but my deal is this.
So, but I like what Deion handled
it, guys. It depends on what he said.
Weird.
It depends on what he said, and this is why. There's a particular
reporter.
Lincoln
or the reporter?
Lincoln. What the reporter said in the article, because there was a reporter who lied on me. Okay, in high school.
Okay, so
I never spoke. Now listen, I never spoke to the dude again to this day. He lied. Never spoke to him again. So it depends on what he said.
This guy he violated media policy because he took a conversation from a player to another player that wasn't done during media availability.
So he violated their team policy.
But
right?
The question is, was it even a team policy?
That makes sense.
It's irrelevant. If it's a policy and he violated it, hell yeah, you're gone. You're gone. Listen, Nathan. You're just mad because it's Lincoln Riley. He left OU. You like Drew is when it comes to Deion Sanders in Colorado.
I'm not mad that he left OU. I'm just mad. He can go wherever he wants.
Listen. If you violate your policy at work, what are you going to do? I have zero problem with that now. Yes.
Yeah, if you don't hold them accountable, that's different. If it was a policy, I didn't know.
You're done. Policy, you're done.
Policy, I'm out.
I'm out. You're done. I'm surprised he only gave him 2 weeks.
All right, I'm not making.
I mean, how are you
gotta
hold
them accountable, especially starting with your head coach. You got to hold everybody accountable.
Nathan, how are you even arguing
Leader of men.
How are you even arguing that? Dude, you broke one of my policies talking from a player said to another player to create controversy? Yeah, you're out. Come on, man. That ain't even, that's not even up for discussion. Is it?
I don't know.
Wait a minute. So you're okay with the reporter saying something that you said and telling Ben something you said that's going to cause controversy. You're okay with that?
I have two questions. Two questions for you.
Okay. Well, you didn't answer mine first.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
Okay. No. Go ahead.
The question I had, a couple of questions. But were the two players talking to the media guy? I don't know.
You just said that he took something one player said to him and went and told another player. That's what you said he did.
If I was on the bench or something, somebody said that and wrote it down whenever I'm in the heat of, when we're playing or we're battling, that's my teammate. I'm not talking to it's kind of weird. That's a weird situation, especially if he pulls it from somewhere different. You know what I mean?
But the bottom line is
if he pulls it from the court or from the field or whatever, you know what I'm saying?
But the bottom line is he tried to cause discord between the team. Why would you, as a reporter, say, "Oh well, hey,
especially
Ben,
beat reporter,
beat reporter. Hey, did you hear what Nathan said about you? Wait, what did he say? Now you can divide that team immediately.
It's not from what he did. What he did was he took a conversation with one player to another player.
That's correct.
It was one player talking to another.
I got you.
Okay.
It wasn't him talking to one player and then going to another player.
Okay.
It was two players talking. But my question for me is, were those two players talking to him? And my second question would be, is this even a policy, or did they just make that up?
Okay. If this is the thing, if it pissed Lincoln Riley off, there was two players talking, he overheard and he wrote about it. If it was
Yes.
two players talking
Were
to
they
him,
talking to him? I don't
if it's
know.
two players talking to
Were they
him,
talking to
well, I'm just saying, if it's two players talking to him and asking questions, that's different. If it's two players talking to each other,
Yeah, see, that's what I don't
and
know.
then, well, that had to be it because you
I got you.
can't argue with somebody who's talking to you're asking two players questions and they're answering them. How that happens 24/7.
And are they sitting next to each other? Are they in the locker room? Like where?
But what I'm
Where's this
saying
happening?
is, if
doesn't get
I understand that, but what I'm saying is because of his actions say that he overheard two guys talking and he wrote what those two guys said. That's why he's banned. That's what that says
Yeah,
to
and
me.
then I mean, and I'm sure they don't like do it all the time and stuff.
They don't
follow through with
hey,
it.
listen.
Follow through with the suspensions is what I'm saying. But like if you piss somebody off enough, they'll look for the fine.
But Ben,
the italics at the bottom of the page.
But Ben,
No, I'm saying he'll be like, no,
Ben,
you can banned.
He don't have to do that. He can just say you're gone. He's head coach.
I'd be so mad.
He's head coach. But the bottom line is this: every reporter nowadays is not a reporter. Agreed?
Yep.
Every reporter is not a reporter.
This guy is a beat writer for. He's a beat writer for the Orange County Register.
Well, then he's trying to get likes, and he got them.
Yeah, well, clickbait.
He got clickbait. He got it. You clipped out for 2 weeks. Yeah, you got your clickbait on it. You got to understand, as a reporter, there's things that I know, that I hear, that I talk to players, I never divulge. Okay?
Oh yeah, that's what.
I never talk about it.
Factor.
I never talk about it because that's not something you do. But that guy clearly wanted clickbait. He clearly wanted likes, so he wrote something, and yeah, he got. And he may be losing his job if it was. Depends on what it was and how bad it was. Because I can promise you, I can tell you, I promise you, his editor in chief. If that guy went to SC, he may be, your contract may not be renewed. I might not can fire you, but I don't have to renew your contract.
Suspension with pay. See you never.
Yep. So, that kind of stuff happens. So I have zero issues with that at all, Nathan. And I'm surprised you do. Actually, I'm not. Actually, I'm not.
Dude, it's not so good with I promise. I just don't.
I don't understand why you have an issue with it. I don't understand why you're mad about it. I don't get it.
I have never heard of another coach.
I promise you that happens. I promise you that happens.
Okay,
promise you.
I just don't know that.
I promise you.
Oh.
But the difference is,
Belichick
I bet you Belichick has. I bet you Nick Saban has. I bet you Nick Saban has. And the reason why you didn't hear about it, they know if they open their mouth about it, you will probably never get in the Alabama locker room again.
You're not getting another question ever again.
Yeah, you may not ever get back. That's why they don't. Lincoln Riley don't quite have that power yet of a Saban or Kirby Smart or Belichick or something like that. I promise you it happens.
Some of those fellas, yeah.
Yeah. They know, okay, I'm not going to ask this question or I'm not going to do this because if I do, then my access is done.
Yeah, and like it's got to be difficult being a reporter too, where like you have to think like, okay, I got to ask some crazy question to get a great answer, and hopefully it works, and then it backfires like that, and you're like, you're just like, oh.
Yeah, it's a bad deal.
But like, I mean, I don't, and I imagine that's what he was going after. I imagine it wasn't malicious.
But yeah, I just don't. But
Nathan,
I don't understand why you're mad. I just don't. I don't get it. I mean, I would have gave him a month or banned him. Period. You're trying to cause. You saying stuff? Oh yeah, you ain't trustworthy.
I'm chalking
it
up.
Out.
Yeah, I'm chalking it up to Prime and Drew. Same thing.
Yeah, you're out. Yeah, yes, thank you. That's what that is. No matter what. That's how they are.
It's a good job.
Yes. Okay. I want to thank.
I'm the same way about Deshaun and Russ.
Yes, you definitely are. There ain't no doubt about that, Ben. You do not hold back at all, as you brought it up again.
Nope.
For the second time.
I refuse.
Oh my God! No, thank our sponsors, Collaborative Logic, for the things they do keeping us up and running. Thank you again, Brandon. Can I finish talking about our sponsors first? Can I talk about our sponsors first, if that's okay with you, Nathan?
Yeah.
Thank you. Collaborative Logic, I want to thank our sponsors for, especially Brandon, yesterday coming on and getting us back online, getting us going. Appreciate them. If you have any needs for computers, software, or any technical issues, they can do that as well as write software and website design. SRB, if you have any needs for computers, engineering, surveying, or planning. My guy Mark Long is the dude over there. They love to be behind the scenes and design whatever things to make your office, your building, your complex run smoothly without flooding or anything like that. Oak Grove Trucking and our guy Jose Fierro. Maybe you'll get to meet him one day, Nathan. He's our boy.
Legend.
Ben. He's our boy. Oak Grove Trucking, if you ever needs for rocks or dirt to be moved, he is the dude. And then, of course, Greg and Max Nafee supporting me in everything I do always.
Max is the man too.
Yep,
I think
Max
I've only met Greg once. Max is the man.
Yeah, Greg, he came in for my birthday. He doesn't come to Cass very often.
Yeah, I've only met him like once or twice.
Yeah,
it was real quick in passing. But
yeah.
Max has always been my guy. He's a great dude.
Yeah, always in there. Y&B, family owned and operated since 1912.
The bank that makes things happen.
Boy, he just can't get it, Kenny Ben. He just can't do it, Kenny. He just late every time on the bank.
That makes things happen.
Thank you.
I thought it was pretty good, actually.
No, it takes you 10
Yeah,
seconds, bro.
you're a lot faster. You're a lot quicker on the trigger this time.
Yeah.
A lot quicker on the trigger this time.
Equal housing lender, member of the FDIC, and proud sponsor for us to go out and support Black, minority, and women-owned businesses, which we have not done all last week because it was raining. So we will be this week, of course. You can pre-qualify online at www.ynbok.com. That's www.ynbok.com. Or you can go into their main bank at 401 Elm, downtown Yukon, YNB East off the Parkway and 66 or 39th Expressway, YNB Mustang, 218 North Mustang Road, YNB Parkway, which is off Garth Brooks, just south of I-40, YNB Peoples, which is on 6201 Northwest 23rd. I don't know why I can't say 63rd. 23rd between Rockwell and MacArthur. Go in and see my boy. I'm not going to say it because I know you're going to say something, Nathan, so I'm not going to say it. Anyway, go in and see Dennis or Eddie. DT Construction and Consulting. You can call our boy Drew Henthorne for that at 405-209-4051. If you have any needs for construction, roofing, inside or outside painting, they do it all. They also do consulting for you to say what you need to do and this is how much it'll be. DT Construction 2015 at Outlook.com. That's DT Construction 2015 at Outlook.com if you want to email him. He's respectful, local, and loyal, which means Drew will answer the phone when you call 405-209-4051. He will answer the call. So that's
and he'll call back if he doesn't.
Yep.
Very, very, very fast too as well.
Yep. Drew Henthorne here is his Herbie Husker picks. Thought we'd have him on. I know he's not feeling that great. Tigers money line plus 197.
Get better soon, Drew.
Yep. The D-backs money line minus 112. The Braves, his lovely Braves, money line minus 145. He's also taking the under in that Phillies Brave game, under 9.5 at minus 110. Then he's got the Rockies and the Padres. He's also doing the under, which Drew, very rarely does he do unders in this many. Under 9, so he must be really, really believing in what's going on.
We all like runs. We all like points.
Yeah, we definitely do.
Everyone wants overs usually.
And then, of course, as soon as I say that, the Red Sox and the Rangers there in Arlington, he's taking the over 8.5.
Is that game on? Is that game on right now?
I don't know. I'm not watching this baseball, bro. I don't really watch baseball. Come on now. You don't really watch baseball.
Yeah,
I don't really watch baseball. Now, speaking of that, he did give me this for the postseason.
Over nailed. That's a win.
Yep. So he did give me the postseason picture, which is the Rangers and the Twins. If it stopped today, this is what it looked like in the wild card. And then, of course, the Blue Jays against the Rays in the 4 or 5 slot. And then, of course, the winner of the Rangers and Twins would play the Astros there in Houston. By the way, Minute Maid, one of my favorite places to watch a baseball game. The Blue Jays and the Rays would play the Orioles there in Baltimore, one of the hottest teams in the National League. In fact, they are the number 1 seed.
They came out of nowhere.
Yep. And then on the other side, my Cubbies and the Brewers would play my this is kind of weird. Now, I'd have a hard time if the Cubbies beat the Brewers and they play my Dodgers. I'd have the Cubs against the Dodgers now. I'm more of a Dodger fan than I'm a Cub fan, but at the same time, that would be a hard deal for me to root for. But I mean, I'd make it happen. And then, of course, on the other side, you've got the Diamondbacks and the Phillies playing against his Braves, the winners of that, which is weird because Philly beat the Braves last year. So I don't know if the Braves really want to see them again because they play each other so much. You kind of know each other inside and out. So did you say they were playing, that game was on today, Ben? Did you say it was already going? The Phillies and Braves. Ben, did he go?
Yes, he was.
Yeah, I don't know. That was weird.
Yeah.
Are you there? Oh,
The
did you say the Phillies and the
Yeah.
Braves are playing?
That's not over a hit. The Phillies and Braves. Let me check really quick. They haven't started yet. Phillies and Braves haven't
Okay,
started
which game were you saying were playing? Did you say one game had already started? Okay, we're losing him. Anyway, let's move on to the Big 12. Right now, I'm interested to see what's going to happen in that Big 12 conference. I was looking at the schedule, and I'm so glad that the Big 12 is actually starting, and the money lines have already moved again from yesterday. And they moved it because they moved. They were on one money line on Monday. They were different yesterday. Now OU is favored 14.5, but the money line has dropped to 57.5. So I thought that was interesting that happened. SMU versus TCU. I don't know. I don't necessarily want to watch the OU game, even though I will. I'm more interested in the SMU TCU game. TCU is minus 6.5 point favorites.
Could be.
Yeah, OU should take care of business in that game. I mean, I'm going to watch it. I mean, I'm not saying I'm not going to watch it, but I'm saying I'm going to watch it a little bit. But I think, OU should handle business is what I'm saying. You know what I mean? The game should not be close. And even though I will say that he has had one of the best, I think Ben is off. So, but anyway, those. I'm going to have to send him a new Zoom. But anyway, that OU game, I mean, I understand. I just don't know if it's, you know what I'm saying, Nathan? I just don't know. I mean, I think OU will win. That's not what I'm saying.
So much unknown. So much unknown right now, though, Because, I mean, last year at this time, I know they didn't look as good, but we're sitting here thinking, oh, yeah, just came off a big win against Nebraska. Then it just went all off the rails. So I'm still apprehensive, but we'll see.
Yeah, me too. I think OU will handle it. That's what I'm saying. I doubt if I'm going to actually watch it, but we shall see. BYU versus KU. That's going to be interesting. Will you tell him that I sent him a new Zoom, Nathan? BYU versus KU, minus 8.5. I really like Jalen Daniels. I like that kid. I liked him when I saw him last year, and I think that they've got him doing what they need to do. Unlike the Bears, are not putting, oh my God, my mind, Justin Fields in the right position. They're trying to turn him into a pocket passer. He's a runner. Let him run. Design running plays and let him run. Texas Tech versus West Virginia. Man, it's hard to believe that Texas Tech is favored over West Virginia. I mean, don't you think?
Yeah, I'm not a Tech fan at all.
I'm not a Tech fan either, but for them to be favored over West Virginia, I was like, I don't know about all that. But
What's up, boys? Sorry, I don't know what happened.
I don't either. But did you get the new one?
The Matrix.
The new one. So the new Zoom worked.
Yeah, it started working now. I don't know what was going on earlier. It kind of, I don't know. I had to re-jump in like 2 or 3 times.
Oh, okay. And then Oklahoma State at Iowa State. Pretty sure.
God, talk about a toilet bowl.
Ugh, that's such a bad game.
I'm gonna say this.
Who's the worst team in the Big 12?
Well, let me get to the Big 12 standings. Hold on. Let me get to the Big 12. Let me get to that standings. We'll do that right after this. Sam Houston, the University of Houston. Houston is now 12-point favorites. Over-under is only 38, though. That's not saying nobody's scoring. Texas at Baylor. Baylor plus 15. They're the dogs in that. Over-under 51.5. It's a good Texas. See if your boy yours is going to really step up and show what Texas really is made of or not. And then UCF at Kansas State -4. Now, I will be watching that game 4.5. I'm really looking forward to seeing what that game is going to be like. I'm really interested. But now back to your question about the Big 12.
I guess Houston would be right, probably. The worst team I'm not saying like standings wise. I'm just saying like in the eye test. Like Houston, probably worst team in the Big 12.
My eye test, yes, 100%.
Well, Yes.
They got nothing going on.
Yes.
There's just nothing.
No.
Them or Iowa
They got
State.
a decent D line, and that's about it.
Them or Iowa State, but
Yeah,
Houston's probably right now, probably.
Oklahoma State's in the argumentably.
Oklahoma State, Iowa State, and Houston. All three of those.
OSU loses to Iowa State.
If OSU loses to Iowa State, they are officially the worst team in the Big 12.
Yeah, I don't really like West Virginia either, but
they've had a better showing than the other ones.
Yeah, exactly. Well, Neil Brown's on the hot seat, so I understand that.
Well, they can't seem to keep anybody there in West Virginia since they left the Big East and came to the Big 12. They have not been the same team. It's amazing how teams change conferences. Like you look at Nebraska, they changed and they haven't been the same. You look at Colorado, same thing. They left and they're not the same. You look at Missouri, they competed for a little bit, but they're not the same. Texas A&M, here and there, but they're not the same. So, once leaving the Big 12, because remember the Big 12 conference was pretty stout when it had Texas A&M and Missouri and Nebraska and Colorado and
that was
OU
great.
and Tech.
Those are the gold
and
days.
Texas. I mean,
man,
you were 6-7 deep. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, we had like six teams in the top 25.
Yeah, it was. I mean, Nebraska, you knew they were going to be there. Texas was going to be there. OU was going to be there. Colorado was in and out of that top, but you knew.
Same with OSU. Yeah, they were the same way. OSU was the same way at the time.
But you knew that
Tech, same thing. That's whenever
Texas, and OU were going to be there.
R.I.P. Leach. Yeah, R.I.P. Leach.
Yeah,
That's what Tech was. Tech and A&M.
Yep, Tech was pretty good. Then you had Texas A&M. So
good days.
But what I'm saying is that group, you knew that. I mean, it was Kansas State is always Kansas State. They, they're going to be tough, grinding. They're going to beat you up. They're going to be physical. They're going to do what they have to do. So, but anyway,
who was their coach back in the day? Mangini. Who was it?
Of who? Kansas State.
Who are you talking about?
Yeah, who was the guy?
Yeah. Or are you talking about Ron Prince?
No, I'm talking about the coach at Kansas State. He was there forever.
State.
That's Bill Snyder.
Oh, okay.
Right.
That's Bill who?
Ron Prince.
I don't think so.
You said Bill who?
Yeah, Bill Snyder. Bill Snyder.
Snyder.
Oh, Snyder.
I couldn't understand what you were saying. I was like, who are you talking about?
I didn't either. I thought you were saying something else.
I did too. I'm like, what? What is he saying?
Well, he took a sabbatical for 3-4 years.
Yeah. But you know what? That's what happens, Nathan. When that's what happens, Nathan. When you're not confident in what you're saying. You don't.
No,
you don't speak clearly. You don't speak clearly.
Snyder was a good one.
You want me to go even further?
Oh,
and say that Venables coached at Kansas State under Bill Snyder.
No, I'm saying that Venables, so did Stoops.
Is that where you learned that?
So did Stoops.
Yep, so did Stoops.
Bob Stoops.
Yes. Bob Stoops was at Kansas State before he went to Florida, before he became the OU coach.
Yep.
So
right.
He was the defensive coordinator under Steve Spurrier.
How would you like your two what do you call them? The people that teach you to be Bill Snyder and Hayden Fry. I mean, that's
a pretty good group. Well, he played for Hayden Fry. Yes, he did. That's pretty good.
Played for Hayden Fry. Yep.
Yeah. Well, you look at OU.
Take that.
Well, OU has the best recruiting classes they've ever had, except under Switzer. They will never have the recruiting classes they had like he had. He was ridiculous. He was ridiculous, dude. I'd play for him now.
That's crazy.
And I probably would have played football if he didn't introduce me to Leroy Selman. I probably would have played football, but I never played another down after I got introduced to him. I was like, yeah, if that's what they look like, I'm out. I'm staying in the gym. I am not going to play football if that's what the hell they look like. I'm out. Switzer should have never did that in 75 when I was young. Back when recruiting, never mind.
Are you trying to say you would have been an All-American?
No, I don't know what. I don't know.
All-American.
I don't know what I'd have been, but I'd have been whatever he wanted me to be because when I was 6'2" at that point, ran a 4.4 40, had a 40 something, then 45, 46 inch vertical. Yeah, I'd have did whatever the hell he wanted me to. Yeah, yeah. I could have been a lot.
Who was the OU basketball coach? Was Billy Tubbs?
No, Dave Bliss.
Okay, so if just imagine how different your world would have been if you went to OU. It'd been crazy.
No,
Not saying good or bad. I'm just saying it would have been a lot different. Right.
I'm pretty sure if I didn't go to Oklahoma State, I would have went to the other OSU, who I originally committed to.
There you go.
I would have went to the other OSU.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's who I originally committed to. They were the number one team in the country. At Oregon State was when I committed to go to school there verbally. So yeah, I would have went. I'd have still been orange and black, and I'd have still been wearing orange and black, and I'd have still been Oklahoma. I'd still been OSU, but I'd have been Oregon State, not Oklahoma State. I would not have went to OU. No, sorry. I'm not wearing red, nor will I wear red. And for all you people trying to give my dog a red OU bandana, he ain't wearing it either. He's got an OSU bandana.
Whoa, hold on. First of all, it's crimson, not red.
All right.
Crimson.
Yeah.
Anyways, in the football schedule. Florida State.
Hey, can we veer off? Can we veer off real quick?
Well, yeah. Since we have it already up here on the screen, what do you want to veer off to?
I just got Tokushevsky just sprained an ankle yesterday. He's out for 6 weeks.
Well, we're talking about the Thunder at the end of the show. Okay, can we save it to then?
Yeah, we can try.
Okay, good. Now back to football. Back to college football. Number 4, Florida State at Clemson. It's now Clemson's +2. I tell you, that game these odds are cracking me up, Ben, how they just fluctuate day to day. I mean, people throwing money one way, and then it turns around, the odds are back the next way. When is the best way to grab?
Yeah, that's what they got to do.
When should you bet? When is the best time to bet? Right before the game, or you take the odds early in the week?
Okay, so I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it the day of. I'm gonna do it the day of every time, because I don't know all the factors, and you might. I mean, that bet might look really tasty, a couple days ago, and he might not practice for 2 days. Like, say you would have taken like the Chiefs in week 1 with no Kelsey and no, so like that stuff really can throw you for a loop. So if you're going to be smart about it, you got to take all the numbers into account, and you got to really think about it, like, about the hour before or something like that. And you got to pick. But the day of, I'd say it doesn't have to be the hour before, but I'd say about the day of or so. You got to like really take everything.
So you can have all the information.
You got to look at the weather. Yeah, you don't know the weather. You don't know, like the Bengals, they had a whole bunch of bets on them the last, and especially week 1, it was all rainy, so it's like, you don't really know that if you're betting 5 days ahead of time. Okay. So you really got to do it like the day of is what I really think.
Okay. Then, anyway, so who do we like early in that, Florida State or Clemson? Nathan?
I like Florida State. I don't think Clemson showed us anything where they can win that.
Yep.
I think I've been very impressed with Florida State.
Yep, quarterback.
Yeah, you can also tease them up to a few points and get it. Like you can get Florida State up to like plus, or minus like 2.
Yep.
Like real good.
Well, they're at -2 right now.
-2, yeah. So you could bump it up to +5 or +3. Yeah,
okay.
+3, +4, depending on the website.
Well, who do you
like?
Get
them at that if you tease it with another game.
Who do you like?
Florida State for sure.
Me too. Then of course that's today, and then of course we'll do the final on Friday. Then of course you got the CU versus Oregon. Oregon CU is -21 point underdogs, and it's now at 70, so it's gone down. It was 71.5, now it's 70.5.
Has that ever happened? Somebody unranked favored by 21 points?
Well, Oregon
over somebody
is ranked. Oregon is 10.
Yeah.
Oregon is 10. I just
okay.
put the
I didn't see the number on there.
Oregon is 10.
Sure.
You're good.
You remember Texas Tech, OU a couple years ago?
Yeah, but Texas Tech was not favored.
By 28 points, and OU was favored by 28 points.
I understand. He asked the opposite. Has an unranked team been favored over a ranked team?
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah. That game right there, though, I tell you what, everybody's underestimating CU. I think that game is going to be closer. I do believe Oregon will probably win the game, but I don't think they're going to blow them out. I think they're going to score.
21 points is so much.
That's a lot. I think that Shedeur is going to score a lot more. Plus, I think now without Travis being hurt, I think that's going to give them even more incentive to do well. People are counting them out. And if you think Coach Prime ain't using all of that, look, y'all, they think y'all suck. They think y'all are terrible. Offensive line, he's in their ear. I promise you.
His dignity, his respect for himself and his players, he's not going to lose by 21 points. Yeah, that's just kind of what I think. Yeah, I think they might not win, but I don't think they're going to lose by 21. That's a lot of points.
And it's just like, the TCU game when they said that. Remember, I was like, they're not getting beat 20-something points. That was crazy. There's no way.
Yeah, insane.
UCLA at Utah, guys. Utah's only 4.5-point favorites, and now the line is at 52.
Isn't Cam Rising playing?
I think Cam is playing. Drew said, yeah. But remember, this is gonna be
I'll look it up real quick.
And this will be his first game, Ben. So that's probably a good number because this will be his first game. Yeah, Nathan, go ahead.
Is that quarterback at UCLA still there? Is Dorial Thompson Robin or
no? He's gone. He's in the league.
He's still there.
Or he's
gone.
I don't know if I think he's in the league. Ole Miss at Bama.
Oh yeah, I like the Utah on that one.
Yeah,
if Cam's playing, I like Utah.
Yeah, Ole Miss at Bama is now 7 and it's dropped to 55.5.
Taking Ole Miss.
And Lane Kiffin is not. He and Saban aren't the closest.
Yeah, they're not boys anymore.
Yeah, that should be a frosty.
What's quarterback down there? Is it Dart? Is it Jackson Dart? Is that right, or is it the other guy in USC?
I'm not sure.
For who?
I think it's Jackson. Ole Miss. Isn't it Jackson Dart?
Dart is the for Ole Miss. Yes, I thought you said USC. I was like, huh?
He's from a transfer. Well, he's
transferred from USC. Yes, he transferred. Yes, because remember that's where our boy is Spencer's.
Yeah, when Riley came in. Yes, Spencer
Sanders, yes. Spencer came in, then this guy came in right after Spencer, so Spencer's on the bench, which of course he should be. Arkansas versus number 12.
Which if he was at OSU.
Yeah, but I listen. My problem is I understand Gundy. If you leave me, hell, you can't come back. Why am I going to take you back? You know what I mean? I mean, I get that, but on the same point, Gundy wanted to play his son because he didn't want his son to have to sit a whole nother year. To me, that's a lot of it right there.
I understand that too. I get it.
Yes, I get it. So I mean, I understand. So I'm not hating on him.
Yeah, you're gonna have some favoritism. We all do.
I get it. I don't have any issues. I mean, I understand what he's doing. 12 LSU, man, 17.5. I think Arkansas is going to do a better showing with that. I agree with Drew about that. I think that game is going to be closer than what it's saying. Number 14, Oregon State at Washington State. +3.
I don't watch enough West Coast football.
I don't either. No, I know Oregon State's really good.
They're pretty good.
They're really, really good. They're physical. The quarterback, a good quarterback. He's not one of our top guys, but he's still really good. Ohio State and Notre Dame.
That West Coast offenses, they'll air it out like the old Big 12 days.
Yep.
Like they kind of do that. They kind of adapted that style.
Yeah, but it's going to be interesting. Number 6, Ohio State and versus number 9 at Notre Dame. Dude.
It's going to be a game.
Do you know that Notre Dame has not beat Ohio State since 1936?
No.
Notre Dame has not beat Ohio State
at home
since period since 1936.
Oof.
How many meetings?
I don't know. It don't matter. It's 10 or 12, 15. I heard
that's
that today.
Wild.
I heard that today. I was like, wait a minute. They what?
It's only 5 games.
It doesn't matter. You've never beaten them since 36.
That is weird.
You trying to tell me all the Notre Dame teams, you can't beat them and you're 0-5?
Well, they've only played 7 times.
So now it's 7. It was 5. See how he does, Ben? It was 5, now it's 7.
No,
see how he does, Ben? See, it was 5.
5 in a row. So since 1930, whatever.
6, yeah.
5 times. I mean,
so what? You got to beat somebody sometime. See, now Ben, if that was OU, he'd be, we're going to get him now, blah, 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 but since it's Notre Dame.
They don't have a good track record.
Wait a minute. Doesn't Notre Dame have more national championships than OU?
Yeah, they do. But
I was just asking a simple question.
That's what I'm asking. Like, when were the meetings? Okay, that makes a little sense.
My God!
They were all when Ty Willingham was there.
I love we bring out your inner nerd. I like that. I just do that stuff just to mess with you.
I do like Marcus Freeman more than I like Ryan Day, though.
100%. 100%. And quarterback as well.
Ryan Day's kind of weird.
But he can recruit. Iowa at Penn State. Penn State minus 15. Oh man, I still don't.
What's the over under?
The over under is 40.
Okay, yeah, under for sure because Iowa won't score 7 points, and then Penn State will score.
Well, they're ranked 24th now, Ben, so they at least score some. They might score 20.
Yeah, but Iowa's great defense.
The last 5 of these meetings have been since 95, 96. So Notre Dame has sucked that entire time.
Okay, Nathan. Nathan. To me, it was just listen.
I get it.
I was just ragging on. The only thing I was doing was just since 1936. That's all I was just saying for a sensational thing. That's all I was saying. I don't really care about either team. I don't care how many times they played. I don't really care. I just thought it was weird they hadn't beaten them since 36. That's all.
Is that older than who was their coach back in the day?
Lou Holtz. That was they hadn't beat him since. Oh man, can't believe it.
Was Lou Holtz even born the last time?
No, it was God. It was Newt Rockne, Ben. I think Newt Rockne was that coach the last time they beat Ohio State.
Let's see. Lou Holtz is 1937, so the year after.
The year after.
I think by a year.
That's funny. You guys are wrong. Y'all are so wrong.
Game. Touchdown, Jesus.
Yeah, and then these last two games, Cal and Washington, 21-point favorites, over under 59.5, and then of course SC and Arizona State. So, but now Nathan, to get back to your deal, because the Thunder thing is now because the season's getting ready to start. Start in less than a month, right?
30.
The 25th. Well, the first game is the 8th, I believe. The first night.
No, the opening night is 24th.
Yeah. Well, the opening night of the Thunder is the 29th. Yes, opening night. Preseason is not opening night. They don't celebrate opening night.
Okay.
Opening night is 29th. Of the 29th of October.
So the Thunder, I think it's 29th for the NBA.
Here are our first 10 games. Here are our first 10 games, okay? We play at the Bulls on October 25th. We play at the Cavs on the 27th.
Yeah, so not the 29th.
So the opening night is the 29th. Against the Nuggets on a Sunday afternoon.
Yeah, opening night at home.
I'm sorry. Yeah. I thought you meant first game. Sorry about that.
No, opening night. It's totally, yeah. Because I've only missed one opening night ever. So I wonder what they're going to give us this year. Because they were good on the gifts for a minute. And then they kind of got... I don't even think we got opening night gifts last year. I don't even think we got opening night gifts last year.
They were saving for the new arena.
Yeah, I don't remember. I have to ask the commander. I don't think we got anything last year. But anyway, the Pistons on the 30th.
I'm gonna tell you what, man. The commander, he's got his thumb on that because during the playoffs he gets his special size shirt put on his seat, man. He's got his thumb on that.
This is what happened. I'm gonna tell you how that happened. Okay, they only give you extra larges, so we were griping about it. So then I saw this big oversized guy, and I was like, "Where did you get that shirt?" And he goes, "Oh, you have to go down to the information booth." So I went down there.
Give you a new size.
So I went down there and I transferred ours out. Well, I was there early before Randy got there, okay? Well, the next time it happened, I went down there and I got there. I was late getting there, and all the double X's and triple X's were gone. So Randy was then pissed. So he contacted his ticket agent. So she would put our shirt sizes on our back of our seats. Okay. So then 2 years ago, I'm still pissed about it. This big fat black lady was sitting behind me. Yeah, I said it. I don't care if y'all made it overweight, whatever. Because it's usually Randy's size triple X and then Kimberly's and then double X mine, okay? I get there, there's a triple X, an XL, or XL. And I look around, this big fat lady sitting there with her. I was like, hey, did you? I said, you stole my shirt. And I looked at it, I was like, hey, did you see anybody grab my shirt? They were like, no. I go, well, clearly they did because there's an double X's right, supposed to be right here, and you're wearing an oversized shirt. Where'd you get it? Oh, well, I said, so you don't even
Got
know
to
where you
initial
get it.
the tag, son.
You have to go down to the information booth, but you stole my shirt. And all game long I was talking. All game long I was running my mouth. Oh, I was pissed. Like, you big.
Oh, I
Oh,
love it. I'm
sorry to
that
the
same
people.
way. I'm really
Sorry people who are overweight. I apologize, but I
yeah.
was so pissed. You stole my damn T-shirt. Take your big butt down the damn escalator and go to the information booth. But once again, she probably didn't know that.
Maddie, I
And what?
keep receipts.
Yeah,
I keep
dude.
receipts.
Oh well, I never.
I
No.
remember them.
Hey, we never saw him again. Haven't seen him before or
Check this
since.
out, too.
Yeah.
There is an elevator too if they need that.
Yeah, that too. But I was
No, they need to do the stairs.
But
though.
I was
He's
mad.
clearly saying
well, it's
that they need to do
escalator.
the stairs.
Use
It's
the
fine.
escalator.
No,
Well,
he said
dude,
escalator. He said
listen.
escalator.
That was 2 years ago, and I'm still mad. Okay.
Yep.
Well,
Keep receipts.
Actually,
Keep
that was
receipts.
3 years ago. Because last time we were in the playoffs, that was
Yeah,
Russell's
they
last year. So was
they
that 4 years ago?
Mm-hmm.
How long has that been?
That
2020?
was 4 years ago. That was 4 years. Yeah, that was 4 years ago. 'Cause
Yeah,
the double
pre-COVID.
year
That was pre-COVID.
Yeah. So that's 2019. Yeah, 4 years ago. Yeah. But I'm still mad about it.
2019.
Isn't that weird? That's a marker. Isn't that weird? That's a marker in our lives now.
Yeah, and
Pre-COVID,
hey,
post-COVID. It's
Nathan,
like, when this-
and the commander just laughed. He thought it was the funniest thing ever. He just laughed. Oh, he was
dude, I
still
can
laughing.
see that.
He was laughing.
Oh, just like you did with that other girl
about it.
stealing that shirt.
Yeah, he goes, hey, I got my shirt. Yeah, really? Really, you got your shirt? Yeah, well, somebody sitting behind you got my shirt on. Oh, yeah. And you know how he is. He just was just digging and digging and digging. Oh, he thought it was funny. And I was bad. She's sitting behind you, bro. Be careful.
Hey,
No, yeah, he's like, look how good that
Here's-
shirt fits
here's
on her.
here's a funny story, guys. So, my wife's cousin used to be the PR person for Cox Communications, and she would liaison all the shirts when Cox was the sponsor. And I didn't get tickets to this game, but I wanted to go because I was out of town. But I said, hey, I love those shirts. So I called her and I said, hey, get me a couple of shirts. And she did, and it just turned out to be the Game 6 against the Warriors.
I have that one too.
2016, was it 16?
I have that one
Yeah,
too.
and she brought it over. She's like, here's your shirts. I'm like, oh, I don't want that damn thing out. No, I don't want that thing.
What?
No. That was KD's last playoff game here, but
What?
I
I have that shirt. Well, actually, I have that one.
That's a bad luck shirt, man.
I have every playoff shirt. So, but it was funny is that it took. Well, no, because it's funny. It took Randy and I 6-7 years before we knew that you could go down and switch the t-shirts out.
Man, I never thought about that. Mine are XL, and I just wear them whenever I can.
Yeah, you go down to the information booth down there on the first floor, on the.
I wear an XL, so that doesn't bother me.
Yeah, on the northeast end, and you can get.
Yeah, I'm in a schmedium, so I'm kind of like drowning.
Well, I mean, you can get, but what's so funny is that booth only has the bigger sizes. It doesn't have little sizes. You can't go down.
Yeah.
It only has XLs and it only has double X's and triple X's.
What are they trying to promote here? What are we trying to promote?
Most people are XLs.
Overeating, man. Come on.
Most people are XLs.
Overeating.
XLs is the.
I'm a schmedium.
Yeah, no,
Well, but you gotta think, Ben. Like before, I would at least wear my shirt one time, and then that was it. And then I gave them all away because I think.
Oh, it worked out perfect because the XL worked out perfect because it went over my collared shirt, and then I just was pretty much wearing a dress. It was fantastic.
Yeah, no, I wore it one time, and that was it. And there ain't no putting that bad boy back on. It was
No, because it shrinks. It shrinks like crazy.
Yeah, they're not the most expensive cotton.
Not enough for me.
But think about it. What are they buying? 20,000 t-shirts?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to get the average, and since America's overweight and obese nowadays, let's go with XL.
Well,
for everybody.
but you know what though? The Thunders we hold 18,600 and something. So you're buying you're buying at least 19,000 shirts.
620.
Yeah, so you're buying at least 19,000 shirts. Well, whatever.
I'd rather have a towel.
It was 600 something, but anyway, it was that's 19,000 t-shirts you're buying. And
that's a lot.
And for 2 nights, so you're buying 2 nights, and then you can decide if you're coming back the next night. So you're buying 2 nights. So
I'm sorry, man.
So that's 40. So
that's 18,203.
Huh?
18,203.
Okay, 203. But anyway, but the thing is
that's
this.
a lot of asses and seats. Good for us.
But I'm telling you what, boy, when the Thunderdome was packed, bro, it was
that thing was
rocking.
awesome.
It was rocking.
That place was electric. It was one of the loudest places.
No, it was
the
the loudest. It was the loudest.
Like,
Not one of. It was the loudest.
Do you remember before Chesapeake got the naming rights, how bad I wanted Devin to get those naming rights so it could be the Devin Thunderdome? How cool would that be?
Yeah, I agree.
That would have been cool.
But I like the Peak.
I do too. That's
a cool
name.
I like the Peak. I don't like Paycom. Paycom sounds.
Paycom sounds like
it's Paycom. Doesn't really do anything. But the Peak was. I like the Peak.
Yes.
The Ford Center was kind of like Ford Center. You know.
Oh, the Ford Center was kind of sweet for a while.
I know, but
I went to a bunch of bull riding.
No. We're talking about the name.
Yeah. No, I get you.
The Ford Center.
The Ford Center. Yeah, kind of lame. Yeah, the Peak is pretty sick.
I like the Peak. I did like the Peak. Paycom is
the Thunderdome.
It still could be called the Thunderdome. It was the Ford Center that was called the Thunderdome.
Yeah, they'll call it, we're here live in the Thunderdome.
The Thunderdome. So it could be Thunderdome again if it's packed, which it will be, and it'll be loud, which it will be. It could still be the Thunderdome. Because I'll start calling it the Thunderdome again after we get there.
I like it.
Packed up. I like the Thunderdome. I just like it.
Oh, dude, I'm so excited. I'm so ready.
I am so pumped up. But anyway, go ahead. Our first 10 games that we had up there. We had at the Bulls, at the Cavs, Nuggets at home, Pistons at home, Pelicans at home, Golden State at home, the Hawks at home. So we have a 6-game home stand after the first 2 games away. Then we have a 6-game home stand. And then we have the last 2 at the Kings. So, but I think
8-2.
Yeah, we should be 8-2, 8-2 or 9-1.
Home games?
Yeah, we have.
Who's making these schedules?
Yeah, but that's good. But it's the problem to me is the 29th we play the Nuggets, the 30th we play the Pistons, and so the question is on back-to-back based on what the NBA have just passed. What do you do with Chet?
Let's play. How about let's have the guys play. How about that?
No, but I'm saying with Chet, that's gonna hard. You can't sit.
God, that is so
that's
annoying.
Not the rules.
That is.
No, they'll make up an injury then. I guarantee.
They have to, but it's got to be something. It's got to be something valid. You can't just say it. That's the issue.
Well,
why are we paying these guys this much money to not perform? Like, what are we doing?
Sam Presti, hold on. Sam Presti's going to make up something well enough. He's a smart enough guy. He figured it out. But I bet you he rests on the front end of that against the Nuggets.
Yeah, maybe the front. Yes, it's got to be something because I don't know if he can play like that, man.
Well, he's going to get Joker. Somebody's got to.
Oh, Jalen Williams will be on.
Yeah, Jalen plays Jalen.
Well, I know, but he's going to need help.
Well, no, he does a pretty good job on Joker. He really does. And then you've got Bertans. You got Bertans coming in after that. And I don't know about Sarr.
So if Chet's not playing, I was gonna say if Chet's not playing, Sarr will probably play 5-10 minutes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Sarr. Yeah.
I just don't understand how this is even a thing. Like, why, if we're healthy, why are we not playing games?
Well, because
I
Chet,
really don't.
The
I
problem
really don't get it.
Chet physically, I don't know if he can do that. Yeah,
no, I'm talking in general. I'm not talking just about Chet. I'm talking about just in general of sports. If you're healthy, why the hell are we sitting out? Like it just drives me nuts that they get paid that much money that my toes kind of hurt. I stubbed it yesterday.
It's not that bad, man. God dang, man.
Dude, no, and it really is. If you look at the NBA is the worst about it. Like that, it's so bad. It makes me not even want to watch the sport because of how much they're just like, oh yeah, no, we have to preserve our bodies. Okay, go talk to Jordan in '96 and ask him if he's going to do that. Okay, they're not. That's why he's the GOAT. So but this stuff drives me nuts.
Game conditioning is a thing.
Okay. We'll play for 20 minutes then. Then sit down.
No, okay, but it's still game. You can't replicate a game in practice.
Yeah, I don't care about that. So, then don't practice one day. Go to the game. Like if that's your point. Like then don't practice. Go to the game. Go play. You get paid too much damn money to sit on the bench and not do anything in a suit. You're not going to beat me on this one. I win. 82 out of 82 times. That's every game.
Yeah, it's just a difference of opinion.
Yeah. Well, it's gonna continue to be too, because you'll see all these NHL guys play 82 games with a broken wrist, and there you got these NBA guys that literally, like I said, stub their toe, and they're like, "Oh, I got the flu today." Okay, yeah. Well, go play your game. Like I will never have respect for that. It'll never happen. I understand your game management. I understand all that stuff. Yeah, if you clinch a playoff spot, yeah, maybe sit a guy. I get that, but like I'm never going to go for the side of because we're paying for all of those players to be there. So I don't understand how you wouldn't want to see the players. Like home or away, doesn't matter.
No,
players need to play.
I agree. Players need to play.
100%.
Play your game.
Yep. All right, guys. We're done for today. Y'all got anything y'all want to talk about real quick?
Real quick, Brad Marchand named captain of the Bruins. So there
Dude,
it is.
Why don't you just text me that stuff so I can just put it up there?
It's not a big deal. They're just throwing a C on his jersey.
You just like seeing that C on there?
Clip this morning. I was listening to a clip this morning, and I don't know. Sorry.
Good. No, say it again. I couldn't hear you.
You were listening to a clip and what? You were listening to a clip and what?
I was listening to a clip this morning, and it was on the radio, so I didn't know which source it came from, but I think it was Windhorse that was talking, and he said that somebody out of SGA's camp at the beginning of last year basically told the Thunder, like, hey, you're not shutting me down this year, just FYI.
Who said that?
Yes.
So I thought that was kind of interesting.
Who said
that?
Yes.
Windhorse, I think, is the one that
said what?
It was Windhorse, I think. That SGA's camp had told him that at the beginning of last year, like, you're not shutting me down this
Yeah.
Just so you know.
Yeah.
I'm playing my games.
Well, the whole thing is that, like I said, he doesn't want to lose, and Giannis basically has put the Bucks on notice. I want to be traded. You better trade me, because he's not signing.
Yes. Yeah, no, all the Europeans, they're like, yeah, we'll play every game. We don't care.
No, Giannis,
like,
none of the Europeans play every game. They don't play every game either. They all take time off.
No, you know what I mean, though.
But
it's not up to them.
But Giannis not wanting to play, just basically letting them know, look, I'm out of here. You know what I mean? I'm out of here,
The SGA
guys.
thing is sweet. I love that.
But dude, he wants to win, and he knows that he's got a chance, and he's young.
And I want dogs. I want dogs on this team. I
agree.
Want guys that want to play.
Well, I mean, I love our team, man. Now, how long is
I think
Poku
we
out?
got a great setup.
Ben, Nathan, how long is he out? Poku?
Poku, 6 weeks. Don't you think he's done?
It was that bad of an ankle injury?
In Oklahoma City. I think he's done in Oklahoma City. That's what they said. They said it would be reevaluated in 6 weeks.
Reevaluated in 6 weeks? So, that's today's the 20th, so that would be
right about
a week after.
That'll be into the season, probably.
Be the first week of the season. He can't afford to be hurt. He's got to play. He's got to give himself some tape.
He's done in Oklahoma City. I'm sorry. He's done in Oklahoma City.
I agree.
That's my opinion.
I agree. I don't think he's going to be around either.
Yeah,
so
that sucks.
That's just me.
That sucks.
All right, guys. Well, y'all stay out of...
got too many guys that need minutes.
I agree 100%. I think that he's gone, and I think the boy, if they can get rid of Dort, I think he's gone, depending on what happens with Kaysen and what's our other guy's name, the defensive player of the year from Michigan State.